This week in Nerf, we've got blasters in the wild and a new metal flywheel cage for sale. I'm Jangular, and this is your source for first-party, third-party, and community Nerf news. So let's get right on into it. As I mentioned in the intro, there are new blasters in the wild, ones that just kind of snuck up on us. The big one is the Rival Hera. Now, this was leaked a little while ago. We had an idea that it was a new blaster, but a lot of people just kind of made the decision that it was going to be a Zeus reshell. And that's not quite the case. It's more of a blend between an Apollo and a Zeus. It's a flywheel, mag-fed rival blaster that's semi-automatic, and it's magnificent. So on Facebook, someone by the name of Anthony House, or Who's, my apologies if I'm getting that wrong, posted up a picture asking when Hasbro did this with the Hera box. So he picked one up, put up a short video, and then people went crazy looking for them, and some people have been able to find them at Target. So you can check your BrickSeek link with your location and the DPCI number, which you can find on Reddit, and see if there are any near you. They go for $60, and Nerf Gun Attachments picked one up and did a review, so you can check that out as well if you think it might be something you'd be interested in before you purchase it. I will have a link to that below as well. Now this is the blaster that so many people have wanted, that people really were expecting and kind of wanted the Zeus to be when it first came out. And I'm personally very excited about it, but I'm also not very surprised that this is hitting now instead of earlier. Planned obsolescence is a very big thing. It's a very real thing. So companies will make their products and then have products that will trump those years later, so they can kind of get more time out of a platform or a system. And that, I believe, was the plan here. I'm pretty sure they've had this one planned out for a while. That's just my personal opinion though. But regardless, it's awesome. It also takes the rechargeable battery that was put out for the Chaos. So that makes this even better. It shows that they are leaning more towards that kind of cohesive modularity with their rival blasters, that you'll be able to take the battery from one, use it in another, and that's just a great step. So feel free to check those links out. The other blaster was brought to us from Hawkeye007, who posted up a video on his channel saying he stumbled onto a Rebel combo for sale on Amazon. And this is a new Rebel blaster, as the name obviously implies. And it is a two-part blaster. It's a basic blaster, kind of a prime and trigger, and it's also a bow, and they attach to each other, hence the name combo. I mean, kind of bad name, but you know, it gets the point across. And it's on the relatively low end at $20. Not too bad for what it is. For getting two blasters, that's not too bad. So if you were looking for something else in the Rebel line, you like the shape of their shells, like the way the kind of lines work, that's definitely something to check out for you there. I will have, of course, the links, as always, in the info to both Hawkeye's video and the listing on Amazon talking about it. Now, if you were at End War, you got a chance to take a look at these in person, but now that people are back from End War, these cages, the Riot Flywheel cages from Hooligan, are officially released and for sale on their Etsy. Now, these are metal machined cages done here, and they come with custom flywheels. These are different from Hooligan's previous flywheels. These are meant specifically for this cage, which is a metal high crush cage designed by Open Flywheel Project and produced by Hooligan, which is a neat collaboration, and it's cool that there are more metal cage offerings on the market. Now, these wheels that I mentioned are more concave than your average wheels or than their previous offerings, and these help with the high crush to help grab the dart all the way around rather than doing the squishing that potentially could lead to better results. They're still fresh off the market, so people are still getting reviews out. Dennis Valensky actually did a review, which I will link. He has some chronograph numbers and some things to talk about there. So there's some things you can take a look at and watch if you are thinking about wanting one of these. There are definitely pluses to having a metal flywheel cage if you want that heavier weight that will reduce noise that you'll get with plastic or 3D printed cages, so that is something to consider. They are running for $70 right now on Etsy, and that includes the flywheel cage and the flywheels. So if that's something that interests you, check out the review, check out the listing. Both of those, of course, as always, in the links down below. I'm going to say that every single time so you guys know. That brings us to the mod of the week, which comes to us from Matthew Bragg, and it is his Ecto 2 Raven Blaster. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I love it. It's a Raven that's been completely overhauled. I mean, this thing is beastly. It is an awesome blaster in its own, but then he decided to go with the Ghostbusters theme. So it's got lights, it's got sound, it's got a siren, and it spins. The siren with the light, it spins on top. It's ridiculous, and I mean, how do you not love it? How do you not love it? So, it's full auto, it's select fire, it's an overhauled, beautiful monstrosity. I love the idea behind it. I think it's super cool. They decided to take something and turn it into a blaster, and I think it's really cool. He does have a video to it, as well as the Imager link, both of which will be, surprise, surprise, down below. So go check those out. And that brings us to our final topic for the day, the video of the week. I doubt anyone's too surprised that it's going to be End War related again, because I'm on a bit of an End War kick watching all the footage from End War, and this is gameplay footage from TK1138. It's awesome. It's seriously one of the best gameplay videos I have seen in quite a while. And it combines many things. It's part one of the first mission as a human. He does a really good job trying to set up kind of a narrative and talk you through everything that's going on. Not only does he have commentary from himself, but he also has commentary from one of the mods sharing their insight as well, which is super cool. Really dig that. Also, he cuts in drone footage of aerial shots of what's going on while they're playing, and it's just tied together really well. It's 17 minutes long, which I know can sound daunting, sound really, really long, but I legit got to the end of the video and was just like, what? It's done? I don't know. It's like I lost my time watching it. I got so sucked in. So please go watch this one. I know I'm a huge advocate of gameplay videos, and I want them to become more of a common thing and more of a popular thing. And I feel like the better they get, the more likely that'll be. So please go check this out. That, as always, as I've said, I think 5 times today, will be down below, but it's also gonna be right here, because that brings us to the end of this video. So let me know what you think about all the topics today. The new blasters, are you gonna pick any of them up? I know people are hunting for the Hera. Are you gonna pick up a new flywheel cage? What do you think of the Ecto 2 Raven Blaster? And what did you think of TK1138's awesome gameplay footage? Let me know in the comments. Always look forward to hearing from all of you. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jangular, and I'll see you next time.